very open, and I wonder if you ever notice that in when you teach meditation with other people about the mind. And I know Kema Ranti, she had recently had a child when she was practicing meditation, I think. I don't know how old the child was, but so it's kind of a strange question, but I just observed that in my sister. But then like a few months later, then her mind kind of returned back to like her usual more like self-oriented person that I was kind of more used to seeing in her. But for a little while, it seemed like the more kind of like her mind open, loving kindness, compassion, like patient, just different qualities I had not seen in her before. And it seemed like it was, now she's going to give birth to another child, and I want to encourage her that it's maybe a good time to also, you know, focus on some meditation practice, that there could be a connection there, like a spiritual connection. Because it's like a physical birth, but also like a spiritual birth, is if there's any connection there.
Because of giving birth her child, her mind change.
Yeah.
Like a mother.
Yeah.
But she is not practicing meditation yet.
Not really purposefully, but she does some spiritual practice, just not. Like she will listen to different speakers about spiritual topics, or she also practices Chinese medicine, so she does acupuncture, so she has like she does healing work on people and helps them try to like recover from pain in the body or sometimes emotional problems with acupuncture and different like Chinese medicine. Like it's not like Western medicine, it's more holistic, like Katerina was talking about, the sometimes emotional support. Just they want someone to talk to. Her patients will need someone to talk to about their problems, things like that.
How old is she now?
She's say 6 years younger, so 47? No, 37 I meant, not 47.
So, what is your question for her?
Have you ever noticed in other meditation students that it is an especially good time to practice meditation? Like there's a connection with giving birth to a child, and a good time to practice meditation. Like kind of the mind naturally has a stronger potential for spiritual transformation.
Where is she staying now?
She's in Wyoming.
Is she working or not?
She works a few days a week, like part-time. Has her own business doing Chinese medicine, acupuncture. But maybe she will work less with a new baby and take some time off. Actually, now that I think about it, because this is a second baby, now it will actually be probably more difficult because she has to take care of the first baby and so then I think she will be busy with that probably. But when she only had the one baby, then she was like more to do because it's only one.
If you practice more, if you do good deeds more, she may by helping people and working as a nurse, she may be more easy to listen the mother and practicing meditation in her daily activities also. It depends on you, because you and your brothers are more familiar with meditation. So in order to introduce your family members, you need to do good deeds and practice meditation more seriously. Because there is connection in the mind of your family members. Sayalay Kimarandi has strong attachment, concern with Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. That's why, although she became a mother, she practiced meditation continuously and seriously. Although there are many difficulties with her business, with her husband and children, she worked very hard in practicing meditation. She could not practice in the meditation retreat, so she used to practice by herself in her shop also. Because of connection with me and my teaching, she had encouragement to practice meditation. Because I myself practice meditation as a businessman. It was really difficult, but possible. Because meditation is mostly concerned with the mind. That's why if we are skillful to detach from our physical and verbal action, it will be more easy to practice meditation of mindfulness and detachment. If we have strong attachment on our life of human beings, it will be difficult to practice meditation in our daily activities.
Cameron, he have this strong attachment to Buddha Dhamma Sangha since she started practice. What was first?
Before, compare with me, she is more interested in Buddha Dhamma and Sangha. Even when she was young,
But if her family is not a family of practitioners, how would she know about Buddha Dhamma and Sangha?
maybe past life.
Oh, just she could recollect and feel like this and
Yes,
be
yeah.
attracted.
For me, I attach more on helping people. For her, she attached more on Buddha Dhamma and Sangha. That's why she could practice meditation seriously. Although she was young and not free to practice meditation, because her parents and her husband not much
Didn't support her, didn't
yeah,
allow.
yeah,
Yes, I remember she was sharing.
yes. But she dared to practice.
In her daily
Yeah,
activities.
yeah. Although there were many difficulties to practice meditation.
So in this case, her attachment was useful.
Yes,
This is the right attachment.
yes. That is natural for everyone. We will attach what we do. We do what we attach.
And the more we do, the more we become professional in this.
Yeah. Changing the mind is important. By any way, it is better. Changing the mind is better. In fact, not easy to change the mind.
Habit is very strong.
Yes.
We should use our habits to use changing the mind.
Like, working as a nurse is one thing, but not being like a business person, but still it does seem with managing real estate, like property and finances, is sort of like a business. And so somewhat business activity, so it's easier when traveling to detach, but then facing with managing those things, trying to do with mindfulness and not attach on those things is will take some effort and determination. Like using technology also with detachment. You said before it's difficult but it's possible, but
Yes.
and also it's easier being in like the meditation center with other people to detach from oneself. It's more obvious that just staying by myself, doing as I like to do, how that forms attachment on habits and on self. And that it's useful to be uncomfortable or go in a different environment to change, so that we're not always doing as we like to do, but and also if I were to work some more as a nurse, there's a challenge there also of doing with mindfulness and detachment. Today, talking with someone in the car dealership, we were talking about people's cars are broken, but when people have to deal with like in the intensive care unit for babies, neonatal intensive care unit, trying to tell like a family that your child is broken, it's like very different from a car that's broken. It's like the emotions of the patients, of the families. And I remember what it's like working in the hospital, and it's a very intensified situation when people are sick and suffering, and the urgency of the healthcare situation. It's not sure if it's the ideal thing to go back to that environment to work or not. Because it's one thing to think, to do and work with mindfulness and detachment, but another thing to actually practically be in that situation again. After 6 months taking a break, or 8 months. It seems like it would be easy, but then I remember that in practice it can be very challenging to be in the hospital environment with mindfulness. and practice meditation in that, well, in daily life, in working, in helping patients. So I've been thinking about these things as to be in the present moment, but also to consider how to be and practice and like the path as it's unfolding. And to do, good deeds for the Sangha and for others in the society, to help people in the best way, or what my role as a nun and as a nurse could be. Okay, I have one more question. So I know some people who are Christians who, I was telling Tura about this as well. They believe that they can speak another language sometimes, like the unconscious mind will, like, I guess, pray or talk to God in another language, not their like normal language. A language they may not even consciously know, but somehow either a spirit helps them to talk another language, or like they tap into the collective mind and can just talk words, and they're actually saying something like a prayer in another language that they don't actually know. They normally don't know this language, but the words will come out, or an ancient language, or is this something you ever heard of, or is that something in Buddhism that anyone talks about? Or is this just something in Christianity that is? Or like, how would you understand that from the mind, from your perspective, from the mind perspective, from Dhamma perspective? for example, I myself had a little bit of this experience where I was camping and I was practicing that was the summer practicing meditation, and then I had a dream where I was like crying out to the God or something, to wanting to be like liberated for freedom from like the mind prison, and I was like crying out with my whole heart in some not actual words, but just crying out with my voice in an unknown language in the dream.
That because of your attachment, that is natural.
Okay.
You just need to practice mindfulness and detachment more and more. In this way, there will be less and less attachment in your mind, in your action. The real meditation is changing from ignorance and attachment to mindfulness and detachment. In order to change like this, we need to keep reset by no killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no telling lying, no using drugs and alcohol. That is doing good deeds. If we are killing, if we are stealing, if we are doing sexual misconduct, if we are telling lies, if we are using drugs and alcohol, we are difficult to detach from ourselves or oneself. In order to detach from oneself, we need to help the others, including Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Instead of working for the people in the society, we should try to work for Buddha or Dhamma or Sangha. This is detachment from our life of living beings. Practicing meditation is also detachment from not practicing meditation. Controlling the mind is detachment from not controlling the mind. Purifying the mind is also detachment from greed, anger, and delusion. Only when we are able to do what is right, we are able to detach from ourselves or oneself. Without doing good deeds like this, we are really difficult to detach from oneself. need to do more and more good deeds, especially for meditation, not only for yourself but also for the others. In this way, you can understand more and more clearly